Tropics have just stolen all my money from me without me even realising. Hiya, my name is Katie. My channel is Katie Elizabeth Wilson and my Instagram is KatieEWilson07. So today I thought I'd do like a get ready with me / review for Tropics makeup. I've used all the skincare and I thought it was time to try the makeup because there's lots of promotions and things like that around the makeup at the moment, and I thought it was time to try. So my amazing Tropics ambassador Elspeth brought everything in a little bag for me to try, so I thought I'd do like a get ready with me thing to like make a makeup look. I'm only off to work, so it won't be very fancy, it'll be very everyday, but I'm really excited to try all the products and let you know what I think. The way Tropics do their makeup is they have a build your own palette, so you pick up like what colour contour, what colour blush, like whatever you want, eyeshadows, bronzers, eyebrow products, and I've been lucky enough to get that here in a book. I'll be letting you know which products I'm actually using, but obviously if you don't think a colour will suit you, there will be another colour that you can pick for your palette. So yeah, I'm very excited to try. I'm going to go in with the shade Willow Bark for my brows just to make them look slightly fuller. It's a pomade, so I'm going to use an angled brush and just stroke it into my brows. I'm currently wearing nothing on my skin right now. I've put some soap in my brows, but I've not put any product in, and I've used a super green serum just to moisturise my skin. But other than that, there is nothing on my face because I thought it was very important for you to see how my skin is naturally. So I have got blemishes and it's very much combination. It's quite dry, but at the same time I do get oily patches. That was quite messy, but that's fine because next we're gonna underline and define our brows with a concealer. I'm using the shade Macadamia. I do really like that pomade and the concealer. I think the concealer blends, it's so beautifully creamy. However, it also looks really natural, which I love. The pomade, it's a lot drier than the Anastasia Beverly Hills one. That's the only one I can compare it to because that's the only one I've used. However, I think that means that it doesn't look as cakey, whereas this kind of makes it look a lot more natural, and I think it's better for everyday use. Next, I'm going to go in with a concealer over my eyelids to use as a base, and this will then be touched over with a powder that matches your skin tone, and obviously that will be different to everybody. I would potentially just use a pressed powder that you use over your foundation. I want to make note that I am actually using Sheen makeup brushes. Tropics do a gorgeous range of brushes, but they are on the pricier side. I am hoping to buy a set soon. My powder I'm going to use, it's called a pressed highlighter, but it doesn't look too shimmery, it looks quite matte. It's called Spring Lily. I'm not really sure why it's been classed as a highlighter, because highlight is meant to make you glow, and this isn't very glowy. So obviously maybe the Tropics ambassadors, the designers, and she's called Susie, the main CEO, maybe she had a different vision for this, but for me, I'm going to use it as a base. Remember to brush this up under your brows just to set the concealer you've just put to define your brows. What I love about Tropics is it's just one lady who set up her own business, and she started selling body scrub at Camden Market on her own when she was 15. It's all natural products inside it, and then Lord Sugar loved the idea of Tropics, and that's helped her kickstart her business because she was given some money. I just love the idea. It's women empowering women, it's all natural, good for the environment, and it's so wholesome. To put the shade Maca in my crease in my eye, and I just think it's it's quite a cool tone, but I think it's lovely for definition. As you saw there, I did need quite a lot to get the effect I wanted, but I don't know whether that's just because I like quite strong eyeshadow. So if you are looking for a more natural palette, this is probably ideal for you. but at the same time I don't mind having to put a little bit more on because it just feels so soft and it's not drying at all, and I'm in love. For my transition shade, I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to go in with the shade Marula. It's quite peachy, it's quite warm. I love the shade. As soon as I opened the palette, I knew I was going to use it. This is just going to be dusted over the top of the crease eyeshadow, blended in nicely just to give it a bit of more connection to the rest of the eye. Honestly wish the shade Marilla, whatever we're calling it, was more pigmented, because I really don't think it's bringing a lot to the look. What are you actually bringing to the table? Nothing. However, if you're not as confident with makeup, not so skilled, I definitely recommend these eyeshadows because they literally blend themselves. Like, it took no effort, whereas some eyeshadows you put it on and it's too dark and then you try to like get rid of it and you have to conceal it and everything, and it's not good. But these literally, it's so easy to apply, so easy to put on. I just wish the pinkier shade had more of a pigment. I'd just like to note that there's actually no fallout at all under my eyes. I've used 3 different shades. One of them was quite dark and there is nothing, like literally nothing underneath my eyes, and I am so impressed. I feel like the eyeshadow isn't looking quite very dark at the moment, so just for a little bit more impact, I'm using a really thin brush and I'm going to go in with Kahai, and I'm going to do underneath the eye and in this corner again, just to pack it on, just to make it a bit more dramatic. Now for my favourite part of any look, the glitter. So I am spoilt for choice. There's so many beautiful, beautiful shimmers, but I think I'm actually going to use a highlighter shade for my lid. It's called Rose Gold, which draws me to it anyway, but I'm not sure, like my skin tone is quite pale, so I'm not sure using it on my cheeks would look very good. However, on my eyes, I'm all for it. This isn't part of the makeup range, but this is the Tropics Vitamin Toner Pore Refining Mist, and I use it to do my makeup every day. So I spritz eyeshadow brushes with it to give the shadow a bit more impact. I spritz highlighter brushes if I really, really want to glow. And I also use it as a setting spray, and it's so hydrating. It smells beautiful and it just makes my skin feel more comfortable in the makeup, because I have dry skin anyway, so it just gives it a little bit more hydration. So now I go in with the other brushes I've used, the one I used for the crease, the one I used for the outer corner, just to blend it all in, because I don't want the shimmer looking like I've just chucked it on top basically. Just blend in the edges. And finally, to finish the look, I'm going to put the Afterglow highlighter in the inner corner of my eye and just under my brows. The Tropics mascara has baffled me for a while. So there's 2. They come in a pack. One's for extension, one's for the black colour, and you do the extension fibres first and then the black, and apparently it's meant to look like lash extensions, so let's give it a go. This is my love letter to Susie of Tropics. I owe my life to you. How are you so clever, so innovative? I adore you. What? So, when the brush came out, it looked like a spoolie with loads of hair wrapped around it. I'm not gonna lie, like the extension one wasn't fab. I was like, bit dubious. I think I did it right, just put it on like mascara. And then I put the fixing gel on, and I am literally, look how long my lashes are. Tropics have just stolen all my money from me without me even realising. Not only have they taken all my money, daylight robbery, but I also feel 100% good about it because I get beautiful makeup and it's green, clean, no air miles, good for the environment, and I love it. It's all vegan, all cruelty free. This is the kind of thing you want to be putting on your face. I think it's time to move on. I'm going to be using the Beauty Booster Sheer Foundation. So I'm only going to use a tiny little bit, I think, because I just want like a natural glowy look. So I'm just going to use my finger, dab it on my face, and this is actually a Tropics brush. This is a kabuki brush. And I'm just going to rub it around my face, rinse it round. Oh, yeah, I just feel quite glowy. It's like a tinted moisturiser more than a foundation. When it first goes on, it looks quite thick, but once you blend it out, it's okay. It's nice. Okay, wow, yeah. I'm not sure I'm rushing out to buy it, to be honest, because I prefer more of a full coverage thing. But it is good for what it is. Like if you want a kind of natural, full, like sheer look, then this is ideal for you. However, I have more blemishes than the average bear, so if you're blessed with beautiful skin, yes, this is the one for you. Going back in with Macadamia, the concealer, just to cover any blemishes because I'm still feeling kind of exposed. It's not actually a pressed powder. I think that's a pressed highlighter. Can any Tropics ambassadors, Tropics people, please tell me, what am I doing wrong? Have I just not been given the pressed powder? Does that not come in the palettes? Is it the pressed highlighter? Because do I put that all over my face? What's going on? Anyway, back in with Spring Lily for the pressed powder. I'm going to use Sepia just to contour my face a little bit, and then I think I'm going to use a bit of bronzer as well because Sepia is it's the coolest cool I've ever seen. Well, it certainly does what it says on the tin. I am feeling snatched. Look at the difference that has made to my face. Wow. I'm going to use the tiniest bit of barley bronze just to warm it up slightly. But that is it. That's all I'm doing. And then I'm going to, I'm going to go in with Golden Apricot for my blush. There we are. Peachy. Let me tell you, I am spoilt for choice in terms of highlighters. Afterglow's quite a warm gold tone. Sahara's more, I'd say, quite pinky but still quite neutral, and then Rose Gold I've already used on my eyes, and that is pink, quite pink. But I think I've already used Afterglow on my eye, so I'm gonna go ahead and use it on my cheeks. I was so skeptical before I started filming this. Like, I was like, oh, I'm not sure. It's a bit basic, not very many colours, like, but the quality is just, I love it. I'm just gonna go in with a lip liner. I think it's called Stripped, and then I'm going to go in with Lush Lychee as my lipstick. And here is the finished look. I adore it. Like I've said, the quality is so good. You've seen me nearly cry about 3 times. Like I'm in love. I feel very fresh, glowy, a bit TikTok-y makeup kind of vibe. I adore it. I'll leave the links for everything in the comments, not the comments, the bio, the description. There we are, that's it. And yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please let me know if you recreate anything. Send it to me on Instagram, leave a link in the comments, anything like that. Have a good day.